Hello and welcome to another video from me, the blind journalist. Today's video is about football and racism. Now, the recent incident which happened on Sunday at the Manchester derby, where Rio Ferdinand got hit with a coin and where Joe Hart had to defend him from getting attacked, has brought up the issue again of football and racism, and is it coming back, and things with Suarez and Evra and things like that. Now, I want to talk about football in itself. It is a British tradition. Everyone in Britain may not like football, but it is a much talk about thing. It is part of the general chit chat, as they say. Now, football in itself, it's a great sport. I used to play for a pan disability football team myself, and when I played for them for 3 years actually, I never received one bit of racism whilst I was playing for them, and I was the only brown player there. So I'm not saying that it doesn't occur. Of course, racism occurs. Of course, it's difficult for people to get into football. It's known as a white sport. However, there are great people out there that who you can trust that have done it. You know, you look at the Didier Drogba's, the Thierry Henrys. They are black players, but they've succeeded and they've played for the best clubs, and they play for the best clubs. So football and racism, do you think it is just part of football and what it actually is? Because it's always been rivalry. There's always been banter. There's always been like hatred, I guess, between clubs and things like that. So do you think that it's just part of football and it's what it is? And do you think that today, because celebrities are known as footballers, Rio Ferdinand, Wayne Rooney, things like that, do you think that because these players are such role models to youngsters and to people out there, that they shouldn't be racist and they shouldn't get involved in racist arguments and things like that? I mean, what's your opinion? I know that racism football is a very inspirational sport, but it also leads to youngsters copying it. I know when Zinedine Zidane on his last match headbutted a player, kids started to imitate that on the playground. So is racism going to do the same thing? Is that hatred going to come back into schools and into youngsters and things like that? I mean, what do you think racism is? Do you think it's part of football? Obviously, it's wrong. It shouldn't be done. You shouldn't discriminate people. I completely disagree with that. However, I'm saying it's not in all football. Football, there are great teams out there who have all kinds of races and players out there that are great players, and there's no problems there. I think society in itself is very, very open-minded. There are some narrow-minded people who just want, you know, I guess an Aryan race, but that's only a minority, and we shouldn't let incidents and occurrences pollute the full picture as it is. Football is a great sport. It's an inspirational sport. It's part of Britain. It's part of culture. It's much loved around the world. The Premier League also, and we shouldn't let a few incidents hinder on that. Racism is wrong. Don't get me wrong. Racism is wrong. It shouldn't happen, but we shouldn't allow ourselves to just think that because a few people have involved themselves in racism, that football is wrong and it shouldn't be played or anything like that. I'd like your views. I really would like your views. Have you played for a team yourself, or know someone that has and has come across racism? Have you not experienced it at all? What's your opinion? Give me your views. As you know, the email address is TheBlindJournalist@gmail.com. The Twitter is @Sal9594. This video is going out to YouTube, but I'll also put it on my blog. People who are watching off YouTube, please visit my blog. I've got written blogs up there now also. Get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.